What's up? Well, we're gonna do pineapple upside down cake. And today's Easter, so happy Easter. Say happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
And we're gonna make you some pineapple upside down cake, and we're gonna add it on YouTube. You guys got any comments on what you want us to make? Make us a comment. Maybe we'll try to make it for you if you're special. Happy Easter, everybody. Today we're making pineapple upside down cake. We got our white cake mix here. Got a baking pan, got two of them. We need brown sugar. Gonna need pineapples, the round ones, slices. And cherries, eggs, mixing cup. And we'll get back to you when we mix it. Okay, we got the cake mix. What are you putting in there?
2 tablespoons of oil.
2 tablespoons of oil. Got some water.
Cup and a half of water.
Cup and a half of water. How many eggs?
3 egg whites.
3 egg whites, not the yolks.
Well, 2 eggs and 1 full egg.
1 full egg.
And 2 egg whites.
And 2 egg whites. And we'll get back to you when she's mixing it because it looks cool. Because the chucha bounce up and down. So stirring it all in there. Looks real nice. Let's see, get it close up. Get it to where there's no lumpiness in it. Now, her dad's recipe, he used to add, what was it, like a shot or half a shot?
Like 2 shots.
Like 2 shots of old whiskey, old granddad. You can do that if you want. It gives it a little different flavor, and it gives it a little more syrupy kind of texture on the bottom of the pan because you flip the cake. It's an upside down cake. So she's mixing it, and then we'll get back to you when she's pouring it. Okay, so this is the most important part on our upside down cake, our pineapple upside down cake. This is the most important part to make the cake look pretty. We're gonna butter our pan real good.
You want to make sure that it's buttered in all the creases so that nothing sticks when you try to flip it over, because you want it to come off loosely because you don't want the cake
right, because when you flip the cake upside down, that's the prettiness of the cake. It's so pretty. Okay, we'll come back on the next step. She's taking too long. So what do we do now, honey?
We use a light brown sugar.
Okay.
And you just kind of want to like sprinkle it in the bottom and then pat it down a little bit, but not too tight. But you want to make sure you use enough to cover the whole bottom.
Just kind of lightly pack it.
Yeah, don't overpack it. I mean, don't smush it down.
Now this also gives it its syrupy.
Well,
it looks syrupy. You'll see when it's done.
When you put the juice from the pineapple, the cherries, I mean, you're gonna, you know, as you're taking them out of the can, you want to make sure you drip some of the juice on the bottom of this, and it makes like a caramel topping almost.
Okay, so we'll get back when she's making the prettiness. This is the most important step, guys. So watch carefully and look what she's doing. Now this is going to be the part that everyone sees.
It's on the bottom of the cake.
It's on the bottom of the cake, what she's doing right now. So remember, the first step was the butter and then the brown sugar, lightly packed, not deeply packed. And now you see how she's like putting all the stuff pretty like that. Now she's going to put some cherries in the center of the and on the sides if you want. If you can do that if you want.
But you always want to make sure you drip a little juice, like as you're doing it. Make sure your hands are wet with the juice from the pineapple.
Right, let it drip on there a little bit.
Because that's what kind of makes it caramel.
Gotta let it drip on there. Look at her go. Now what we're gonna do, guys, when she's done with that.
Well, you want to put the cherries in the center of the holes. And then you want to try to put them in like the middles because you want it to be, you know, cherries all over.
Right.
I mean, you just put cherries in any of the spaces that you see so you don't have any more cherries.
Now, how much juice are we going to pour some juice on there for the cherry juice?
Just whatever drips.
Whatever drips, okay.
But you don't like pour anything on there.
Now then, after she's done making it pretty like that, we're gonna pour the cake on top.
Yeah.
And I think we set it to 350 the oven, right? Set the oven to 350, let it preheat. Now we're gonna do 2 cakes.
No, we're doing one.
Oh, we're doing 1? Oh, I thought we were gonna do 2. Okay, so we're doing 1 cake. Now what she's gonna do after she's done with that is we're gonna pour the cake mix right over that.
You just wanna make sure you double check now that the cake mix has been sitting, it's gotten a little fluffier. You just kinda wanna whisk it one more time to make sure there's no little extra, clumps or air bubbles in there. And that's it. Then you just kind of pour it evenly.
Right over all that. Now you just kind of want to spread it out, make it even, and put it in the oven at, what, 350?
350.
For how long, babe?
About 40 minutes.
We're going to put it in the oven for 350 for about 40 minutes, and we'll come back to you when that's done. Check and see if it's done. Pull it out. And
how you check to see if it's done is you keep sticking, as it fluffs up, like wait 30 minutes, start sticking a fork in it, and then if nothing comes on your fork, then you're good to go.
Booyah. See you in a minute. Okay, so we're going in to check our cake. Oh, it looks it's starting to get there. Now you want to take it out when it's golden brown. So we'll be back. We're gonna test it and see if anything comes out with the fork.
We're good.
We're good. There's nothing on the fork, so that means it's done, right?
Yes.
Okay, now we're gonna take it out, and the next step is gonna be to flip it. So we're gonna take it out and let it cool. I'm gonna make sure it's done one more time, and as soon as we test it, we'll come back. Okay, now we're back with our pineapple upside down cake. Now we're gonna take the pan and flip it over. Ta-da! That's how it looks when it's done. Yum.
That's a pretty cake.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy New Year.